Hello guys, I hope you're fine. I hope you're at home. Take care of yourselves. This is a video to review last week's lesson A and B, and we're going to explain also lesson C and D. So today we finish unit 10. Let's start with a review. Unit 10 is about actions that happened in the past. Esta unidad es sobre cosas que hicimos en el pasado. So we started with weekend activities. Activities that we do on Saturday and Sunday. Actividades del fin de semana. We have play basketball, listen to music, visit relatives. When we go to our grandparents' house, when we visit our grandparents, we visit our relatives. When we visit uncles or aunt, we visit relatives. We can also watch a movie, stay home, like Homer Simpson, or stay out late. When you go out and you come back home at 3, 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 2 a.m., this is stay out late. There are many other activities, but these are the basic, and we mentioned more during class last weekend. I'm sure you have a lot of activities to do now that you are home and you don't go out. Since we talk about the past, we have to use simple past. Remember that simple past is the verbs we use that are for talking about the past. Son los verbos que usamos cuando hablamos en pasado. We said last week that there are two types of past verbs, the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. Regular verbs are simpler because they have a pattern. They end in ed. Listened, loved, cried. They always end with ed, so they are easy to recognize. Son fáciles de identificar. On the other hand, we have irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are completely different in the present and in the past form. In present, for example, we have eat, and in the past it changes to ate. If you see, there is no pattern here. But last week we focused on regular verbs, and we said that, for example, here I have a sentence. I listen to music on Sunday. I, the subject, listened is the verb in past, and to music on Sunday is a complement. Not all the sentences have complements. For example, here, all my plants died. All my plants is the subject, and died is the verb in past. We don't have a complement, but many sentences have a complement. So you have to pay attention. If you're a person that is familiar with formulas, here I have the formula, a person, this is the subject, and the past verb and complement. My brother cried all night. The police officer stopped me. And regular verbs are simple because they end in ed. Listened, died, cried, stopped. But there are some rules to write the verbs. First of all, we have most of the verbs end with ed. You just have to add ed. A la mayoría de los verbos solo hay que agregarles ed. The number 2, we have verbs that end in e. Tenemos verbos que terminan en e. So you just have to add d. Like die, morir, died. Murió. Or all my plants died, todas mis plantas murieron. Number 3, cry. Verbs that you see that have a consonant and a letter y, consonante e y, you change the y for an I and add ed. Se cambia la y por i y se agrega ed. Number 4, we have verbs that have one syllable, tienen una sílaba. They have the pattern consonant, vowel, consonant. These verbs have you have to double the last letter. Tienen que duplicar la última letra and then add ed. Stop, stopped. Normally, these verbs end with p, t, or in, n. Esos son los que terminan en los que se duplica la letra. So we saw affirmative sentences in the previous slide. En la diapositiva pasada había oraciones positivas. For example, I listened to music on Sunday. But we also have negative sentences. This is a negative sentence. What changes here is didn't. A las oraciones negativas se les agrega didn't. I didn't listen to music on Sunday. Didn't is a contraction of did and not. So we have here the auxiliary verb. Este es un verbo auxiliar. Y recuerden que dijimos que el verbo auxiliar tiene la carga del tiempo, de que está en pasado. Por lo tanto, listen se queda en la forma base. Si aquí ya tenemos pasado, en el verbo ya no se pone. So, subject, didn't, verb, complement. I didn't listen to music on Sunday. Another example is, my brother cried all night. This is an affirmative sentence, and the negative is, my brother didn't cry all night. Okay, this was the review for lessons A and B. So let's continue with lessons C and D. You can check on page number 101, and this is the exercise 3, grammar, and we have things to do. This is on page 100, sorry. Things to do are activities that are an obligation. Son cosas que tenemos que hacer. On page 100 you can see, do the laundry, lavar la ropa, do the dishes, get a haircut, cortarse el cabello, go grocery shopping, ir de compras a hacer el súper, have a party, make dinner, and see a play or sleep. These are activities that you can do at home. Let's continue with simple past. So last week we saw regular verbs, and we reviewed this topic 2 minutes ago. But now we have irregular verbs. We said that irregular verbs there is no pattern for them, no hay patrón. So you have to learn them. The one example is it changes into ate. They are not the same. There is no pattern, so please pay attention to this. So, mom bought pizza for dinner. Mi mamá compró pizza para la cena. Bought. This is the past verb of buy. Comprar. So, mom is the subject, past verb is bought, and pizza for dinner is the complement. So if you see, it is very similar to regular verbs. The only thing that is different is that the verb in past is going to be completely different. El verbo en pasado cambia completamente. So this is the affirmative sentence, and then we have negative sentence. My mom bought pizza for dinner. She didn't buy pollo loco. We said that didn't is the negative, es lo que hace negativa la oración, y también le da la carga del pasado. Por lo tanto, el verbo se va a quedar en su forma original. She didn't buy pollo loco. She bought pizza. Here you have the formula if you want it. It's the same as with regular verbs. Then we have yes/no questions. Remember that yes/no questions are questions that we can answer with yes and no. So, did mom buy pizza for dinner? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. So, we start with the auxiliary verb, did. And then the subject, mom, buy the verb, pizza for dinner. We start with the auxiliary verb, did, then the subject, mom, then the verb, the base form, la forma base. Como aquí ya tenemos el auxiliar, ya no es necesario que pongamos la carga del pasado. Buy and then complement, pizza for dinner. Did mom buy pizza for dinner? And we have two possible answers. Yes, she did. Did. It's the same auxiliary verb. Es el mismo auxiliar. Si en la pregunta tiene did, en la respuesta también va a ser did. Another example. Did mom cook dinner? Did mom cook dinner? No, she didn't. Didn't. So there are many irregular verbs, and as you can see, they are very different in the base form and in the past form. These ones are in your book on page 101, página 101, but there is a list on page 152. En la página 152, ahí tienen una lista de todos los verbos en irregulares y su forma en pasado. So, this is very complicated. Since there is no pattern, como no hay patrón, entonces hay que aprendérselo de memoria. And I have, for example, eat, ate, see, saw, meet, met, have, had. I found a song that can make it easier for you. Encontré una canción que se les puede hacer más sencillo. De hecho ya se me quedó a mí en la cabeza y ya se me pegó, entonces creo que va a ser más sencillo si se los aprenden así. So I'm going to show you part of the song, but I want you to listen to all of it. I'm going to give you a link and please check out the song. So guys, this was the song. Please listen to it completely. Escúchenla completa. I'm going to send you the link. Les voy a enviar el link. I want you to answer your student book. Los ejercicios del student book que vayan con ese tema, por favor, respóndanlos. It's letter A and B of number 3. Number 3 es el número 3, los ejercicios A y B. Como les digo, en su página 152 pueden consultar los verbos en pasado que son irregulares. And that's it. That's it, guys. Stay home, take care of yourselves, cuídense mucho, no salgan si no es necesario, lávense las manos, cuídense del virus. See you later, and we keep in touch. Nos mantenemos en contacto.